When you buy a car, follow a recipe, or decorate your home, you're using math principles. People have been using these same principles for thousands of years across countries and continents. Whether you're sailing a boat off the coast of Jamaica or flying full sail ahead, you're using math to get things done. How can math be so universal, you ask? First, human beings didn't invent math concepts, we discovered them. Also, the language of math is numbers, not English or French or German. If we are well versed in this language of numbers, it can help us make important decisions and perform everyday tasks. Math can help us to shop wisely, buy the right insurance, remodel a home within a budget, understand population growth, or even bet on the horse with the best chance of winning the race. As a growing educator, it is my job to explore how math can help us in our daily lives. In this media project, my students will be able to look at the language of numbers through common situations such as playing games, cooking, and then transferring that acquired decision making skill when they're tackling real life situations. The design of my media project stems from what I've learned in learning management systems and organization with Dr. Gibson. He introduced me to Page Flakes, and I thought, why not create a page for my classroom? I also wanted to transform and foster a different kind of learning environment, eliminate the boring classroom, and convert it into an engaging and involving one. With the help of Dr. Deason, who was extremely enlightening, I learned about numerous Web 2.0 resources that I have and will incorporate into my resource platform. Web 2.0 tools would be an asset for the students to be able to communicate, collaborate, and learn easily in the classroom. I also wanted my media project to cater to the different multiple intelligences. In multiple learning theory applications with Beth, we learned about Gardner's multiple intelligence theory and Piaget's constructivism. How I plan and deliver my lessons has completely changed. I now know that it is essential to be aware of how my students learn and adapt my lessons to fit their individual and academic needs. For every lesson I create, it is my intention to find a relative game. Gaming in the educational environment can teach students powerful things and motivate them while learning. Game strategies allow students to practice using their muscle memory, test their limits, and compete internally and externally. Media asset creation was also one of my favorite classes. Before this class, I had never had a blog, but I enjoyed creating and visiting the blogs of other students. I love the way we were able to express ourselves without boundaries for the whole world to see. It was surprising to see how easy it was, and I had to incorporate blogging into my media project. I think it is a great tool for students to express themselves and learn greatly from one another. Training and motivational development with Michelle Haynes was very challenging for me. Though a novice when it comes to creating and editing movies, I have learned to appreciate the hard work and talent that goes into creating and editing films. Providing students with the opportunity to create and edit films for themselves will allow them to express themselves to others in an unconventional way and learn something while doing it. Needless to say, I have learned a great deal in this education, media, design, and technology Masters of Science degree program, and all the material that I have learned up to this point has guided me in the development of my thesis and media project. I wanted to target school districts in low socioeconomic districts. And a significant problem in middle schools with a high percentage of their students coming from low socioeconomic backgrounds is the lack of financial support that they receive. Financially handicapped, these schools are unable to properly educate their students or equip them with the real world skills they need to be competitive. Today's students is bombarded by media, entertainment, and information that is constantly engaging with technology, making it impossible for the traditional classroom setting to hold his or her attention. My thesis is a study that shows how, by eliminating textbooks and supplementing learning with laptops, school districts can expect to increase student engagement and teach
Solve the
critical
following
skills while
equation.
simultaneously
M
saving a
plus
significant sum
3.5
of
equals to
money in the
8.
long term.
To find the
But in the
unknown
meantime,
m,
students who do
we have
not
to
have
isolate it on the
computer
left side
access
of the equation.
regularly can still use laptops that are available in class or go to the library and access my resource platform. But those who do have computer access can benefit from the platform greatly. Like mentioned before, these cash-strapped schools cannot afford to keep up with the trends in technology, so choosing and purchasing LMS would be out of the question. So I thought the next best thing would be a resource platform that I can maintain and adapt to my students and can be easily accessed just through a website would be the best resource for them. A math resource that I found that was similar to mine was one created by Kathleen Kosabud. She created this page to gather resources and she reviews them and just puts them together in an organized fashion so that teachers and students alike can easily access them. On her page, she caters to mostly inclusion, math, elementary inclusion classrooms, but also branches out into teaching science and math in the same curriculum. She also has elementary lessons that are bookmarked here in her Delicious tab. In this flake, she has math resources from all over the web. And many of these websites I've been to and used before in my math classes, and I just like the way she has them all here and easily accessible. She also has different math games, raps and songs, math articles, teaching articles, almost anything you can think of that you can incorporate in your classroom, you can find on this resource. Now, what makes this math resource and my resource different is that I want to use this as a place where students can retrieve their assignments on my page, which can easily be accessed by clicking on this math tab.